So today we're jumping into a chapter from Exodus that's pretty short, but wow, is it packed with foundational ideas. We're talking about Exodus 31. It's basically the chapter that lays out the core pillars for an entire people. Let's get into it.
All right, imagine this for a second. You get handed the plans for the single most important building your community will ever have. It has to be perfect. So, who do you call, right? Do you put out a job ad, check resumes? Well, Exodus 31 kicks off with God facing this exact question, but, with a bit of a divine twist.
So, here's our roadmap. We're going to start with the divinely appointed construction crew, and then check out their massive to-do list. After that, we'll look at two huge ideas that are given right alongside these building plans, a sacred day for rest and a sacred law. You'll see how these things come together to form the very pillars of a new nation.
Okay, first up, the design team. See, God doesn't just drop the blueprints in Moses' lap and say, all right, good luck with that. No, instead, God actually handpicks the lead artisans for this whole project, calling them out by name.
So, let's meet the dream team. We've got Bezalel from the tribe of Judah and his partner Oholiab from the tribe of Dan. And notice how the text is super specific about their family history. This isn't just some random trivia. It grounds this divine choice right in the middle of the community. These aren't just guys who are good with their hands. They are chosen individuals.
Now this is the really cool part, where their talent comes from. The text says God has filled him with the Spirit of God, in wisdom and in understanding and in knowledge. So what that's telling us is that their skill, their ability to work with gold, cut precious stones, carve wood, it's not just something they learned. It's a divine gift given for this one very sacred job.
Okay, so we've got the team, now we get to the what. And let me tell you, this is some to-do list. The scale of this project is just massive, and it covers every single little detail of what's going to become the center of their spiritual life. I mean, look at this. You've got the big stuff, of course, the tabernacle itself and the Ark of the Testimony. But then it goes into all the furniture, like the table and the candlestick, the different altars. And it goes even further, down to the special clothes for the priests and even the secret recipe for the anointing oil. This isn't just a building, it's a fully operational sacred space ready to go.
And right here, the chapter pivots. It's fascinating. After all this talk about work, building, creating, crafting, God switches gears entirely. He moves from designing a sacred place to establishing a sacred time. And this shift is absolutely crucial.
And here it is, the core principle. The entire rhythm of life for the whole community is supposed to follow this pattern. 6 days of work and then 1 day of total rest. And it's not just a weekend, This day is set apart as holy to the Lord.
And yeah, make no mistake, this isn't just a friendly suggestion for a better work-life balance. The text makes it incredibly clear that the Sabbath is way more than that. It's a foundational sign, and it comes with some very serious weight behind it. It's described as a perpetual covenant. Now that's a heavy phrase. What does it mean? Well, basically, it's an eternal deal. It's not a temporary rule for the people in the desert. It's an everlasting sign between God and Israel, meant to be kept forever by every single generation.
And just in case you're wondering how serious this is, well, the text doesn't mince words. To profane the Sabbath, to treat it like any other day, is a capital offense. I mean, wow, that elevates this idea of rest into a life or death commandment. It really shows you how central this was meant to be.
So why? Why is this day of rest so non-negotiable? The text ties it directly back to the creation of the universe. The people are being told to imitate God's own rhythm. Just as God worked for 6 days, creating everything, and then rested on the seventh, they are to do the same. It's a way of participating in the cosmic order of things.
And that brings us to the grand finale of the chapter. After all these instructions, for the builders, for the building, and for the Sabbath, the long conversation between God and Moses up on Mount Sinai is about to come to a very dramatic end. So, picture the scene. This long period of divine instruction is finally over. Moses is about to head back down the mountain, but God has one more thing to give him. This is the moment where all the spoken words are about to become a physical, tangible object.
And there it is, the final, incredibly powerful image of the chapter. Moses is given 2 tablets of stone, but they weren't chiseled by any human. They were, and I quote, written with the finger of God. I mean, that detail says it all, doesn't it? It establishes the absolute, undeniable divine authority of this law. So when you step back and look at Exodus 31 as a whole, you see these 3 essential pillars being put into place for this new nation. You have a sacred place, built by divinely inspired people.
You have a sacred time woven right into the fabric of their weekly life. And you have a sacred law coming directly from God Himself.
And that really leaves us with a fascinating question, doesn't it? This ancient text lays out a formula for building a unified people, all centered on a shared space, a shared rhythm, and a shared set of rules. So you have to wonder, how much of that still holds true today? What are the essential pillars that any community needs to truly thrive?